So I heard you have some good news.
Yes, I cleared my interview on Thursday, November 4th.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What questions did they ask you?
Um, it was a really fast process. It took me only 10 minutes.
Wow.
And it was an Asian guy who came in, an officer, and he escorted me to the room and he said, take your time. And he was very cool, relaxed, and he made me take your time and relax, and then gave me all the documents. And he started first with the questions from the book, and he asked me very fast. So I immediately came out and I started driving, and I forgot what questions he asked me. And he asked me 6 questions. I answered all correctly, so he didn't ask me rest 4. And one of the question he asked me was who was our first president, and other one was 2 holidays, and I think so. What was the war about civil movements? The answer was civil movements. I forgot the question.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What movement tried to end racial discrimination?
Yeah, so only I remember 3 questions. He asked me and I answered it, and he kept on moving. And from N-400, he asked me.
One minute. Did he ask you the 100 questions first, then asked you the N-400?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
good.
Yes, he asked me the questions first, and then he went to the N-400, and he asked me nothing but how many trips you have done, and he showed me, is this your form, your picture from N-400, original one, when I submitted back in May. And he asked me how many trips you have taken so far, and didn't ask how many days. And what about your husband, is he a US citizen? And he asked me, are you related to terrorists? I said no. And then he asked, do you support Constitution? And that was all. And he told me to write a sentence about American Indians lived here first. And he asked me a simple line to read, and that was it. I was done in maybe 15 minutes.
10-15 minutes, that's all?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any advice about studying for citizenship?
I think so. You just read the 100 questions, and once you come to library, take a class with Jennifer, you are automatically motivated.
I love you.
Because I filed in May end, and within a month I went to biometrics. After June 27th, I didn't hear anything. It was October 1st, I called USCIS or 2nd, that I haven't heard anything from interview, but the automated machine itself said, yesterday only we scheduled your interview for November 4th, and we have mailed you. So it was when I went for biometrics, I got the book from USCIS officer. I started reading, but later on I got diverted into household chores, taking care of kids, and I said, it's not coming again and again, it's so boring. And I visited a library a couple of times. I was thinking, I have to take this course, I have to come to know more. And I was not at all concentrating on N-400. I didn't even have the copy of it. So I came here, I only took 2 classes. And I was motivated, and teacher Jennifer sent me, she knew in first class I have to go for interview within 10 days. So she gave me her email address, and I emailed her. She gave me all the materials, and more importantly, resources I used was the video of while I was cooking or cleaning in the kitchen. I kept on hearing her repeating the question answers, and I took a test yourself, and I took a couple of them. So that was it.
Wow, thank you so much. Does anybody have any questions for her? No questions? Oh, are you shy?
Actually happened from May onwards till November, right?
Yes. And I think so. They told me it will be one or after a month or 2 you will come for an oath. Yeah, so I think so, maybe 6.5 months to 7 months.
Yeah.
Overall process.
Where was your interview?
It was interview in Santa Clara, opposite of
Coleman.
Costco, Coleman Avenue.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. And I think so if you, by chance, you don't have your N-400, anyways, teacher Jennifer will provide all the N-400 questions and practice those two, not only just 100 questions. I was concentrating just on 100 questions until I came to this class. Then I realized, oh my gosh, they are going to ask, what is are you ready to have bare arms? And I said, really? This, we have to remember all these, the last...
Did they ask you those?
No, no, only are you a part of terror, are you
Yeah.
related to terrorist, or you support the constitution? That was all, two questions, I think so.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So you recommend to send the application, the N-400, and keep a copy for your record?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
You that before
Yes.
going to the interview?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I totally forgot. If they ask you in 5 years, last 5 years, how many trips you have taken, you will remember by your passport, but you have to do your work, what originally you write. And I think so I wrote less days I have been out, and then I really calculated after coming to class, it was 135, and I think so I wrote 122. That is a much difference. In that, my it happened with us, my father-in-law was renewing his visa, visitor's visa. He told the wrong date and month, so he got rejected. So I was scared, I can relate to that. But I took my passport and I saw the stamp and calculated. So I thought maybe I'll tell the officer if he asks me, how come it's different? Then I said, at that time I just wrote in approximately, but you can check the passport. When he asked me how many trips you have taken, before entering he asked me for my passport and green card and a driving license. So before he asked me this question, how many trips you have taken, he opened it up, my passport, and he saw the stamps, and I think so he could have figured it out. I have really taken only 2 trips.
Okay. And what all documents did you submit, like at the time of interview, when you said that, like, he asked me to give the documents?
Original passport, original green card, and original driving license.
That's what you brought?
Yeah.
They didn't ask you for taxes or anything like that?
No, only just a letter of appointment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all.
Don't go to the appointment without the appointment letter. That happens.
Yeah, at the entrance only they asked me at reception, you have to go to the reception after security. They asked me, what time is your interview? I said it's in 5 minutes. So then it's perfect. Then they scanned it up and they marked it, and they told me to go to the window number 1. There was nobody, but there was a small box or container, and I had to keep it and wait for my name to be called.
So you just waited a couple minutes, right?
Yeah, I reached there at 7:45 a.m. and my interview was at 7. I reached 7:40 and interview was at 7:45, and I think so 8:12 I started my engine too.
Okay.
8:12, yeah.
Okay.
So I had to wait. A lot of people were there.
Yeah. Please.
Are we allowed to have some notes with us about the dates of
Can you bring notes?
Yes.
I think it's good to bring, if you want to bring notes, good. And you could say, may I, so when you're at the interview, you can say, may I take out some notes? If you take something out, it might scare them, okay?
Yeah.
Can you bring cell phone? No cell phone, no translator.
No cell phone.
I think you said, how long will it take from application to interview?
I submitted in May end. So June, July, August, September, October I heard about interview, and it was November 4th.
Yeah.
4 to 6 months, but oath also I don't know if it will be in this December first week. Then it will be 7 months, 7 months overall. But if it is more, then it's 7.5 or 8.
It can be faster for some people too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Anybody else, please?
I took my book and a note from the library, and while I waited for 15 minutes, I was just making sure, because N-400 I didn't prepare. At the last moment, I was still reading all the N-4 and of her notes too.
Okay, good.
Yeah, one question. Is there any obligation for like visit any other outside country when you submit the application?
Say that again, say that one
An
more.
obligation of the duration that is suppose I recently visited another country
Sure.
in summer. So there is a limit. So I can apply after 4 months or no.
Okay.
Yes. I
Okay.
think so. In April, my husband visited India, and he came back on first week of May, and I filed mine on May end. So he read that he didn't qualify to apply because he haven't recently spent. He recently took a trip outside, so he had to wait 90 days, 3 months. Then you can apply.
Yeah, that's what I like to question. Thank you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Any other questions? Any other questions?
So you don't give away your green card that time, right? For the
No,
No.
at the oath ceremony.
Oath ceremony, you give the green card away, and now they have started also. They gave me a package with a form for applying for US passports, and every information is there, so I don't have to take a printout and do it later. So that time only I can submit. An officer will be there for US passport services, and I have to submit that time to make the process going faster.
And also register to vote too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know
when you
that.
when you go to the oath ceremony, there will be an application there for you to register to vote.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. And first vote will be June?
Yeah, it will be in June, and then also we're going to get ready for the presidential election, so that'll be really exciting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I better watch the news and see who
Yeah.
the strongest candidate.
Yeah.
Maybe a woman, Hillary Clinton.
Yes, maybe. Yeah, anybody else?
I want any advice, like more concentrated on like question and what you wrote in the form.
So when you go for the interview, they will only ask you 6 out of the 100 questions.
If
6
you-
out of 10. If you get 6 right out of 10 questions, that's finished.
That's finished, yes.
So, but they will ask you many more questions about the N-400. That's what we're talking about now with this interview. But it sounds like they didn't ask you like every single question.
No,
Yeah, that's
no,
good.
No. One of his co-worker, he saw the officer taking me in and immediately taking it out. And on the way, it's a long way. They only know the route. They are good. They are helping us coming at the door and dropping us at the door. So co-worker said, "Really, you're done?" So the officer told me, "Did you hear what my co-worker said?" I said, "No." He said, "You're really done." And he said, "I knew you are well prepared, so I didn't want to waste time on asking more and more questions."
Yeah, that's really helpful. Yeah, sometimes it can be a real struggle during the
Yes,
interview.
Yes. So I think so. He had a paper, and when I was answering, he was noting down each and every question. And and I saw it's only 10 questions. If you miss any from within the 6, then they will continue, or else they don't bother. I asked Jennifer, I was little scared. What if I'm not able to answer them, or I'm little nervous? So she said they will call you for another interview, which will be no charge.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't happen to anybody.
Yeah. But this is an unusual interview. Usually they ask the N-400 questions first, and then they ask the 100 questions. So they did it differently. It depends on the officer.
Officer too.
They can ask it in any sequence. So it's better to be prepared,
Yes.
because some people come in and they start telling the officer, "You must ask me these 100 questions," and they start repeating the questions quickly, and it's like, wait. Wait for the officer and follow the officer. Yeah. And they're there to make sure that you are eligible. They're not there to trick you. They're there to help you and to make sure everything is okay.
Yes,
So,
yes.
yeah.
Yes, just be confident and do your preparation, and just they see, I think so, if you're loyal, and or I think so with the face only they can tell you're not a tricky person or you're qualified. Yeah.
Did you face any incidents wherein you didn't understand the question and you had to ask the person again?
Great question.
No. I didn't ask, but I was seeing he's writing all the questions. That's all. I didn't ask him to repeat.
Okay.
I think so. After coming to class, I was prepared by listening to the videos and taking a test, and I just prayed even while driving, and I said, hope everything goes well.
Yeah, pray and prepare. Prepare, number
Yes.
prepare is best.
Yes.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. Anybody else? Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank
coming.
you.
Okay.